Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming to spend some time with me today. I'm actually really excited about my video today because royal wedding fever has hit for sure. Tomorrow is the wedding between Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, and as I say, the fever about what she's going to wear, what her makeup is going to be like, what's her hair going to be like, all the details that we're just dying to know. So I've been doing a little bit of research about the products that she likes to use, what her skin care, her hair care, her body care routine, her a little about what she eats, just so that we can all have a little bit of that Meghan effect. And you will be very pleasantly surprised to know that some of the products that she uses, we possibly all of us have, if possibly one if not more of the items in our collections. So I'm going to get stuck straight in. I have my little cup of tea, of course, in a china mug, or a china cup and saucer, because the royals wouldn't drink from mugs, I would imagine. Anyway, like any bride-to-be, Meghan will be focusing a lot, will have been in the last few weeks, focusing a lot on her skincare. And she has beautiful skin anyway. If you look at any magazine pictures of her, you'll see that she, and I have quite a few here, but one in particular that I really thought was so beautiful, and it gives us a very good view of what her makeup is like. And there she is on the cover of Hello, and you can see that she has rather a natural look. Very, very subtle, very polished, and her hair is beautiful as well. And I've read that she has been attending the London facialist Sarah Chapman, who has a signature facial massage that she does on her clients. Apparently her hands are insured for £1 million. But she does this facial massage, and actually if you Google her on YouTube, or search on YouTube, you will find she does demonstrations of how to do this facial massage, and it literally is starting on your jawline and you're pinching. I don't want to do too much because I have my makeup on, but you're pinching and you work your way up. So as you're doing it, your skin obviously would become a little bit red because you're bringing the blood to the surface, and that brings all the vitamins and minerals and gets the collagen going and gives you that lovely glow. So she's been seen coming in and out of, going in and out of the Sarah Chapman salon in London and carrying bags of goodies. She also likes to use the Kate Somerville Quench Moisturizer, which I don't have, for her lashes. How many of you use Revitalash? She uses Revitalash. For lips, she likes to use the Fresh Sugar Advanced Lip Therapy, which I'm dying to get my hands on. It sounds absolutely gorgeous. I don't have it as yet. She also likes to use the Tatcha Rice Enzyme Powder for a very subtle exfoliation, and she does have beautiful skin. And one of the things that she has very specifically requested of her makeup artists in the past is that she can always have her freckles showing, and I think you can see there that she generally does have her freckles showing. So for makeup products, one of her favourite things is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance. I bought it because of her recommendations, and I couldn't wait to try it, and I love it. I'm wearing it today. You've heard me talk about it before. It's just a very subtle, it's got a little bit of illumination. I have redness in my cheeks, but you could just wear this for a little illumination in the morning, and it does actually brighten the skin. It's really, really lovely. Now, I mentioned there a minute ago about the fact that she likes, with whatever foundation she's wearing, whatever base she's wearing, she wants her freckles to show through. And apparently one of her favourite bases is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. How many of us have that? I don't actually have it, but I do have my samples, which I went and requested because I've never tried it before, and I never buy a foundation without trying it. So I am actually wearing, it's number 5. The lady was extremely generous and gave me samples, and that's it on my skin there. So you can see it's a very light foundation, but it does even out. Actually, the camera is really not doing it justice. It really warms up my skin. It's very subtle. It just evens everything out and gives me a nice base. So that's one of her favourite foundations. Then For powder, she loves the Makeup Forever HD powder. Now, I don't have that and I've never tried it, but the one I'm using at the moment, which is the one I love, and you've heard me speak about this before, is my number 7 Airbrush Translucent Powder. And so that's because I'm wearing all the products that I have that she uses. For blush, how many of us have NARS Orgasm in our collection? There's mine, and it's well used, as you can see, and I'm wearing that today just for a flush of colour on my cheeks. I just smiled and put it on the apple of my cheeks because she never looks overly contoured, she never looks overly highlighted. It's always a very subtle look. I think you can actually kind of see it in that photograph that she has that lovely flush to her cheeks. And the beauty of NARS Orgasm is that it does have that little fleck of highlighter in it. She loves to use the Shu Uemura eyelash curlers. Now, I did have a Shu Uemura, but I don't have it at the moment. I just have my MAC lash curler, but I used it today to curl my lashes. She loves Dior Iconic, I'll just have it written down here, Dior Show Iconic Mascara. That's her favourite one. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but I used my Essence Lash Princess to achieve that lovely full lash effect and lengthen the lashes as well. Now, she tends to wear a kind of a smoky eye. Let's see now, that you might see it a little bit better in this one. Her eye, it's quite a smoky eye, so I tried to do a little smoky eye, and I used, it was one of the colours from the Naked 2 palette. I'll put it below. I can't remember the name of it, but it was just a single shadow I used with a little highlighter on the brow bone. But to achieve her kind of signature lined smoky liner look, she uses MAC Teddy, and that's MAC Teddy there. And I have fallen in love with it. Where will you see that? There's the name. Hope that's picking up. It's a beautiful brand, but it has a kind of a little gold fleck in it as well. It's nice and soft, but it's not too soft. So it's actually quite easy to work with, and it lasts really well through the day. So I have that on today, where I've lined my lash line, top and bottom, and don't normally, but I've lined my bottom lashes and sort of smoked it out a little bit. I think this is going to be it's going to be a firm favourite, and it possibly will push my favourite for quite a few months, the Sephora 12-hour eye contour pencil. It's going to push it off the top spot. I think this is a beautiful pencil. It lasts really well, not just on the eye, but it actually, the pencil itself, even though it's soft, it keeps its point for a few uses. The Sephora one, you have to sharpen it every time. So, loving that, and that's her favourite. Regarding lipstick, she tends to go for a nude lipstick, and her favourite apparently is Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria, and there it is. And I'm wearing it today, and I was going to buy it. There's a story behind this. That's it there. I went to the Charlotte Tilbury counter and I tried it. The girl put it on me, but I think it may have been the makeup I was wearing that day. When I came out, it struck me as being just too dark. So I said I wouldn't buy it. And I came home and I was talking to my eldest daughter, and I said her favourite one is Very Victoria, and she said, I have that, Mum. So she kindly loaned it to me today, and that's what I'm wearing. And it is quite a browny shade, but it does pull some pink and some peach, and that's it. I didn't think I was going to like it as much, but I actually do, and I think I will purchase this for myself. But if you were looking for a dupe, apparently MAC Velvet Teddy is very similar, and actually I did swatch the two and you can practically not tell the difference. So Velvet Teddy or Very Victoria will give you that Meghan Markle lip colour. Now, I think, let's see now, they're the products that I have. What else does she like to use? Oh yes, she's a big fan of the YSL Touche Éclat brightening pen. I don't have that because that doesn't really work for me. I think obviously she has much younger skin and a very different skin tone. It never really suited me. I found it very quite thin, but she uses it apparently with her Laura Mercier primer, and she has such beautiful skin she can probably get away with that. I think that is all the that's all the makeup items. Now, when it comes to hair care, because she does have beautiful hair, and if you look at that photograph there on Hello Fashion Monthly, look at her gorgeous hair. I mean, it is just stunning, and it's very shiny, and she's able to do lots with it. And in fact, she's very well known for her kind of messy bun, which I think is really gorgeous. But apparently, what she likes to use on her hair, and I have them written down here. Where did I put them? Yes, she likes to use the Oribe, is it the dry texturizing? Where did I write it? Yes, the dry texturizing spray. And apparently what she does is she flips her hair forward, sprays it, and then flips her hair back, and it gives her that lift. I couldn't find what shampoos, but she uses the Kerastase Nutritive Oleo Relax Anti-Frizz Mask. So something tells me that she possibly would use the accompanying shampoo and conditioner. When it comes to body care, you will be very surprised. She loves, for a shower gel, the Dr. Bronners Pure Castile Soap in Lavender, and that's it there. And this is gorgeous, and of course it has so many uses, but the lavender smell is just beautiful. It's not, sometimes lavender can be sickly. This isn't. It's really a true lavender scent, and when I use it in the shower, the scent, it fills the shower, but again, it's not overpowering. And when you're finished, you know, if you come out of the shower, maybe the door is open, you can smell it in the hallway. It's really, really lovely, and it leaves your skin so soft. I use it with an exfoliating mitt, and I find that that works really well. It's really, really lovely. And she also uses the same brand in the almond scent, so if you wanted a warmer scent, maybe for winter time, but this is beautiful for summer. For body moisturizer, she uses the Nivea body lotion firming with CoQ10, and apparently she has been known to say that she would buy it all up if she thought it was going to run out. I haven't used this as such, but it promises firmer skin in 2 weeks. But I've tried it out a little bit, and it has a nice scent. It's not overpowering. It wouldn't compete with body sprays or perfumes or anything like that. For fragrance, the royals tend to go for, and this would go for Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, as well. She seems to like the Jo Malone scents, and apparently, is it the orange blossom scent? She had those candles lighting in the palace for their wedding reception. But they seem to like kind of light floral scents. I have the Peony and Blush Suede, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's a lovely summer scent. Really, really, if you don't like floral scents, you probably won't like it, because it doesn't have a musk in it at all. But I love it because it is such a lovely light fragrance, and it's very subtle. So I think that might be one that either Kate or Meghan would like to wear. Apparently, Meghan keeps in her arsenal a bottle of tea tree oil for any little breakouts or anything like that. She finds this is a very good product to have. When it comes to nail colours, you may be surprised to know that the royal princesses are not encouraged to wear bright coloured nail polish. And if you look at pictures of Kate in particular, you won't see her wearing a bright pink or a bright red or a dark navy or almost black. You won't see that. They tend to wear nude polishes, and apparently the Queen doesn't like those bright colours, so she encourages the girls to wear the nude colours, and she herself favours Essie ballet slippers. That is the colour. Now that comes off very white, but it's not as white as it comes off, but that's ballet slippers there, the Queen's favourite. And apparently for Kate's wedding, she had her manicurist mixed ballet slippers with, it was a bourgeois nail polish, and a nude colour, obviously. I'll look it up and I'll check it, but it was a combination of those two, so it was a custom nail polish colour that she wore on her wedding day. but any of these nude colours would be favourable. I'll just show you, I have 3 Essies here. That's Ballet Slippers, the Queen's favourite. This one is called Urban Jungle, which I bought a while ago, and is that upside down? It's actually quite white. It doesn't look it looks kind of as if it has a little bit of purple in it, lavender in it, but when I put it on it's quite white on me. So what I do is I put it on as a base, and I've heard that said that if you have a very sheer nude colour, and I do find with Essie polishes that you need 2 to 3 if not a 4th coat because they're quite thin, that if you put a white colour underneath you'll get a truer representation of the nail polish. But you can see the difference there, even though individually you might say, oh, they all look the same, but they don't. This one is called Sugar Daddy, and it is a lovely pink. It looks pinker in the bottle, but it's very subtle. The middle one is Urban Jungle. Sorry, the middle one is Ballet Slippers, and this one here is Urban Jungle. So any of those would be an acceptable colour for Kate or Meghan. And I'm sure in some of those pictures you would find, if you look at the pictures of her engagement, you'll see, actually there's a photograph there. If I can zoom in on this, you'll see her thumbnail, but it shows her manicure. Sorry, I'm just trying to fold the picture. You can see her manicure there. So it's very pale, almost white. These are some other nude colours that would be acceptable. This is Amazing Gracie from Ciati, or Ciati, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. It's a very pale pink. It wouldn't be dissimilar to either Ballet Slippers or Urban Jungle. It's very similar. And another Ciati one is My Fair Lady. Now the little bow has come off this. That's more of a flesh colour. That's a beautiful one. Another one of my favourites is the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel, and this one is in the colour in the sheer, and because it's a gel finish it lasts really well, and it's a pinky one as well. So if you look, that's pinkier, that's more peachy pink, possibly more like Ballet Slippers, maybe not. And another favourite of mine for a nude polish is OPI in Don't Bossa Nova Me Around, which is definitely a taupier nude. But any of those colours would be suitable for the royal princesses. I was reading also about the kind of do's and don'ts, particularly as Meghan marries into the royal family. There will be certain things that she won't be able to do anymore. One of them being no bright polishes. The royal ladies can't go out with bare legs. When they're going on an official engagement, they have to wear tights or hosier of some sort. They don't just go bare-legged. Although at her engagement, when they came out to the press, and Meghan was wearing that beautiful white coat. Do I have a picture? I probably do somewhere. But when she was wearing that beautiful white coat in November, she broke with royal etiquette and didn't wear tights. But Kate, whenever she's out and about, she's always wearing tights. They have to sit a particular way. They must sit with their knees together, but with the knees tilted to one side and the ankles towards the other side. And for a formal occasion, the hands will be like this together on the knee. They're not allowed to wear very short skirts. They have to be either just to the knee length or just below. They're the lengths that are recommended. Apparently, when Kate is choosing her outfits for royal engagements, if she chooses an outfit that has an accompanying coat, she isn't allowed to take the coat off as the day progresses. She must keep the coat on. So little things I thought were very interesting, because they would be a big change for Meghan Markle, who has been, you know, a very well-known actress. If you haven't heard of her, or if you don't know what her background is, she was in the TV series Suits, which ran for 7 seasons, and she was well known for her role as Rachel Zane in that series. She's very much a humanitarian. She is a feminist. She speaks up for women's rights and picks very carefully the projects that she wants to promote. But becoming a royal, she will have to be politically neutral. So it will be interesting to see how her role will emerge over the coming months. Apparently as well, she used to write a blog, and it was called The Tig. After her engagement to Harry, she had to shut down all her social media. She did have an Instagram and she did have the blog, but they were all closed down. And the blog was called The Tig because apparently she loved a particular wine called Tignanello, which is, I think, is a Tuscan red wine, and she called it The Tig after that. So I would presume that tomorrow there will be possibly some Tignanello being poured in Windsor. Of course, there probably will be lots of Pimm's, which is, I've never had it, it sounds delicious, and lots of champagne and lots of bubblies. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to sitting down and watching all the celebrities arrive, and so excited to see her dress. So, I think I've covered everything. Oh yes, I did forget to say, she loves a beauty blender. That's not a beauty blender, that's just a beauty sponge, but that's what I used to put on my little Giorgio Armani sample. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope that if you're watching the wedding tomorrow, that you really enjoy it. It's supposed to be a beautiful day, and I hope the sun shines on the happy couple, and that they have a wonderful day. So, if you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, maybe you would think of hitting the subscribe button and the little bell beside it that will notify you as to when I upload a new video. I've been a little bit slow of late, just busy with things. My daughter is doing her final school exams, their state exams, so she's quite busy, and I'm looking after her and keeping her stress levels down. And there's various other school, it's coming to the end of the school year, so it's quite busy. So if I haven't replied to your comment as yet, I promise I will get to it. I hope that if you haven't already subscribed, that you will. I'd love to have you as part of the community, and thank you for coming to spend some time with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you very soon in the next video. Bye.